Hello, sweetheart. I just wanted to come on and talk to you for, 5 minutes or so and ask you a really important question. Are you too chicken to create? Are you? It's not a question I can answer for you, but it's a question I can help you with. So, for me, I know so many people who will not put pen on paper. They're just too scared. Their fear gets the better of them. And I want to give you 5 tips to be able to deal with that fear so that you're no longer too chicken to create and you get it on the page and make stuff. So I've got my notes here just next to me. Excuse the camera wobble because I'm holding it and it's my camera phone. So my first tip for you today is that nothing, absolutely nothing, will hold you back more than you. And the reason I say that is it's true. It's your fear that holds you back. It's your fear that makes you too chicken to create. So you need to get to the root of your fears and find out what's stopping you. It could be that your art teacher told you you're rubbish. It could be that your parents told you you're rubbish, which is such a shame. Or even your friends. Now, whoever told you you were rubbish is full of shit. Plain and simple. Creativity is different for every single person. Art is entirely subjective. And I can't stress that enough. Art is subjective. Not everyone will like what you create. But when we create, we are actually being quite selfish. We don't create for everyone else, we create for us. So, get a hold of your fear. Remember, you are not creating for anyone but yourself. And go. Just go. So, number 2 on my list is stop making excuses. And I mean these, oh, I want to watch Netflix. Oh, I haven't got time. Oh, I haven't got space. It's an excuse. Shitbust. It's a fucking excuse. Stop it. Now. Seriously, stop it. The more excuses you make, the lower down the list that creativity becomes, and the less likely you are to do it. Make it a priority. Stop making the excuses. And if you stop making those excuses, you'll find it is easier to sit down on a regular basis. It's forming a habit. So that habit of I don't have time, I don't have space is partly what's stopping you. So stop making the excuses. Stop forming that habit. So it takes me on to number 3 of my list. And big camera wobble here. And that is to let go of your ideals of that finished product. So art, what am I trying? Art is a process. It's not just the finished piece you see. So everyone becomes so fixated on this perfect finished piece, and they don't need to be. Really. Art isn't just that finished piece. It's that start to end process. It starts as an inspiration and continues through whatever your process is, whether it's preliminary sketching, whether it's just chucking it straight onto a canvas. It's not about that finished product. It's about the process. And if you can let go of that finished product ideal in your head of, oh, it must look like X, or I've failed, and enjoy the process, you will start to overcome your fears. It will help you in that respect. So the more that you can do in terms of looking at your process and enjoying that process, the more likely you are to keep creating, and the more likely you are to let go of the fears. Yes, just a breath needed there. So, number 4 for you all. Cultivate a daily practice of creativity. Now, this goes back to what I'm saying about time, space, etc., etc., etc. It is so easy to make those excuses. However, when you prioritise your creativity and make it part of your daily life, you will find those larger projects that you want to do much, much easier, much less scary, and you'll get on with them. So how do you cultivate daily creativity? Well, really simply, Find something small and straightforward that you can create. This could be bunting, and that is ridiculously easy. I have actually got a blog post on that is due out tomorrow, actually. So I'll link this when it's up and live. And sorry, bunting, yes, I digress. It can be a colouring book or colouring pages, which are all the rage at the minute. They are everywhere. Grab one. They're so useful because that can help you just get to grips with colour. And you might find that actually it's not drawing that's your problem, it's actually getting colours right and getting the colour theory together. So colouring books, sketchbooks, just a small little project that you can sit and doodle. Zentangles are really good for that kind of thing as well. Something you could potentially do just sitting in front of the TV as well. So you can catch up on your favourite Netflix binge and do some little bits of creativity. One of my favourites is those small little embroidery kits. I love doing those. They're addictive. But I feel like I've done something creative with my day. And it's just instilling that little bit of practice into your daily life. That will help you. So that takes me on to my final tip. And that's really the big one, to be honest. It's your choice. No one else's. Your choice. So stop making all those excuses. Turn up and do the work. You have the choice of how you spend your time to a certain extent. And yes, I know the children need feeding. I know the cat's meowing to go out. And I know the washing needs hanging. And yeah, I know that you're absolutely knackered and just want to sit down with a bottle of wine. But here's the deal. Does sitting down and relaxing with that bottle of wine actually relax you? Honestly? Because I've done that for a number of years and it doesn't feed my soul. It doesn't nourish me. Yeah, I enjoy that feeling, but that's the alcohol talking, not me. So really think about this. You choose how you spend your time. Do you need to get the kids involved with more activities, with more chore-based activities? Do they need to pull your weight? Do they need to pull their weight? Does your partner need to pull their weight? Have the conversations, get people on board so that that frees up more of your time so that you can choose to do that creativity. It's your choice, no one else's. No one forces you. It's that simple. It really is. So, just to recap for you. 5. Can we see that? Yeah, 5. So, 5 tips to stop you being chicken about your creativity. Number 1, and yes, I have got these written down because I haven't memorised them, and yeah. Number 1, nothing holds you back more than your insecurities. Number 2, stop making those damned excuses, because they are, be honest, they're excuses. Number 3, I've just looked at it and my mind went blank straight away. Yeah, number 3, let go of the finished product. Number 4, commit to daily creativity. Just something small, something creative. It will help, I promise. And finally, number 5, it's your choice. Make a conscious choice. And if those don't help you, drop me a line. Tell me what your problem is and I'll see what I can do. But don't be chicken about your creativity. Don't bottle it just because you're scared, just because you're making those excuses. Stop it. Stop it now, please. Get yourself a little colouring book and colour. Do something to feed and nourish yourself. Now, just in case this video wasn't enough for you, and to be honest, nobody wants to sit and listen to my voice for half an hour religiously, I've got a lovely little PDF takeaway for you with these 5 awesome tips. And you can download that, you can stick it on your wall in your art room. If you don't have an art room, stick it on the kitchen cupboard. Stick it somewhere to remind you of what you need to do and how you can do it. So, are you still being chicken about your creativity? Or are we going to move on and embrace it and be brave? So who's with me? Come on. Hopefully a few of you. And that's all I've really got for this one. So, yeah. Are you really chicken about your creativity? Be honest. See you next time.